Okay, so you might have been listening to some of these Playboi Carti songs he's dropped on his Instagram, and in one of them titled "You're the Moon," or at least that's what people have been calling it, Playboi Carti has a lyric where he says, "I was looking for Benji." Everyone was like, who the hell is Benji? Like, you've never heard of Benji. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't heard of this dude either. Or actually, I'd seen of him, but I never really checked out his music. So that's what I'm talking about in this video. The guy he was referring to was this guy named Benji Bluebills, a rapper from Atlanta who, he's been like the street rapper for a while. He's actually not completely unknown. He has connections to the ASAP mob, Pool with Lil Uzi. He was oh no, wait, he's actually like from DC apparently, never mind, but he's cool with Lucky. He's actually friends with Lucky. He has songs produced by Filthy and has a song with Lucky, which Lucky responded to and said, hey, don't involve me in that, that is nothing. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty sure none of you guys actually care about this dude, so I'm gonna just stop speaking about him and just get into the beef right here. So it began when Benji Bluebills dropped a diss on Carti. By the way, it was produced by Carti's producers, which I guess was supposed to be ironic or something, on August 26th of 2021. So this is way back. This is like 2 years ago, 2.5 years, almost 2024 now. Produced by Filthy, Sort. Okay, I said it's almost 2024. I'm recording this on New Year's. It's produced by Filthy, Sort, and Lucrative, 3 producers that were heavily featured as producers on Whole Lotta Red. And in it, he says, a whole lot of red up on the scene. We don't cool out low, bro. And he's referencing Playboi Carti's Whole Lotta Red, of course. And by the way, the song is literally called Stop Bleeding, Carti diss. He was dissing him and stuff. He says he's smoking on a homicide gang. He's just saying a bunch of stuff. He called Playboi Carti Playboy Pussycat, and he was just hating on him. And if you listen to the song, the beat is pretty much the same as Stop Breathing. That's why it's called like Stop Bleeding, but it's produced by the same producer. And Benji Bluebills is part of Henchmen, which has beef with Homicide. They're like rival gangs or something. I honestly like do not know or care to like research too much of the gang related stuff. I'm not gonna lie, like it just doesn't interest me at all. But all you need to know is this guy, Benji Bluebills, is a member of Henchmen, and Carti is Homicide or affiliated with them, and Homicide has beef with him. And that's where it kind of starts. Yeah, you heard me. Deeper than rap. That's why Carti said I was looking for Benji, and I'm sure they probably had some stuff behind the scenes go on before that, all right? So that's like all the precursor to this beef, just to put you in the know, all right? This guy, he's not like some total nobody. He's also not the biggest guy, all right? Like he doesn't have music videos with over 500,000, not even that. So Carti, you know, he dropped that song and it kind of was like a response to Benji. I don't think he dropped it because it had that line in there. I think it was just in there coincidentally because that song was pretty hard, and I don't think he did all of that to diss this random street rapper from Atlanta. Even though Carti does try to do this thing where he like is street, but is also like pushing the boundaries and doing other stuff like wearing makeup. He actually does it pretty well, I'm not gonna lie. After Carti made that diss, Benji responded to Carti, and at first he's like sitting in front of he's like sitting in the studio with like, you know, of course he's got let's see what's there. Okay, there's like some Sprite, and then there are 2 henchmen with like ARs or something. I don't know what they are. I guess those are like his goons. He gets up, they turn it off, and then in a fit of rage, he smacks the desk and all the lean gets thrown to the ground and the other stuff on the table. I'm too lazy to pay attention to what it is. Okay, I just watched it back. Don't worry, guys. The dirty Sprite was sealed, so he didn't lose any lean. He then tells them to turn it off. Like this whole thing wasn't being filmed as a skit, but whatever. And the music video starts. And the song was actually pretty good. It was pretty hard. He said a couple things that were supposed to be like a diss towards Carti. He said, I'm subscribed to your baby mama's, I can't say that word, adult content too, meaning that, you know, his baby mama's a hoe. By the way, he's talking about Iggy Azalea. She has like, you know that website I'm talking about. There's a smoke alarm going off throughout the song, and it was just kind of like a hard diss, I guess. Pretty good too. The only weird thing about this whole diss is it's all on Carti type beats. Like, how are you gonna diss someone when you're taking so much influence from them? Like, you're hopping on their type beat, and the only reason people are really tuning into it or thinking it's hard is because like you're stealing their style, which I don't know, it's just kind of ironic to me. By the way, just something really funny that I found, I guess this whole like underground rap universe is kind of connected, because you remember when Summers got given the beats by Homicide? Apparently he followed Benji Bluebills because he was associated with Henchmen and they were beefing with Homicide. So yeah, that's just a little bit of lore. But what do I think of this whole situation? So first of all, my prediction is Carti is never going to mention this guy again, and you all are going to forget about him. Number 1. I also think he's probably going to have a decent career. I'm not going to say he's going to be huge or anything, because this whole idea of like street rappers from Atlanta, or I guess this guy's from like Washington, I don't know, but he's associated, he's kind of like in this Atlanta scene. The whole idea of street rappers hopping on like these Carti, Whole Lotta Red type beats kind of burnt. Like Homicide did it, a couple of other people did it, and it just, no one really wants to hear that as much. But you know, Benji, he is getting harder. I also listened to some of his older songs, and yo, they were so trash, like god. So he seems to have gotten better as a rapper. As for what Carti will do, he'll probably just go to beefing with another street rapper. Actually, he already did. I forgot his name though. Some other DM or something. And I doubt he'll ever really respond to this. I think he'll just let this whole beef, you know, fizzle and just do its thing. Another thing you might be wondering is, yo, this guy just got dissed by Carti. He must be having insane clout. And he probably has had like 100 times more eyes on him, but he's not really like going up or anything. He has less subscribers than me on this channel, which is my alt channel. He has 4.8 thousand subscribers. He has his biggest music video is his Playboi Carti response video, which is 125k, which is good for a rapper, but it's nothing crazy, you know what I mean? He hasn't even been able to break 200k, which is kind of sad. He just did an on the radar freestyle 20k. Yeah, he's not up like that. Another thing that's kind of confusing to me is, why didn't Playboi Carti ever diss like Glock 40 Spaz or something? Like that would have been an easier person to diss. He's just sitting in jail. Like he didn't have much to do. Also, Glock 40 Spaz openly just spazzed on Carti like multiple times, calling him all sorts of things, so people would have understood. Benji Bluebills, who I just realized his name is like BBB, so that's supposed to be like the whole thing. He dropped a diss track, but nothing crazy. I guess it was more like the gang beef that he wanted to respond to. To me, this was kind of like Carti trying to diss someone in the Atlanta street scene that he was affiliated with, or not affiliated with, that was beefing with someone he was affiliated with, Homicide. And that's why he chose Benji, put out this like subtle lyric or dissing him and stuff, just to prop up his image. Because, you know, you got to think about it from this perspective, this point of view. Playboi Carti he's like massive. Remember, a Whole Lotta Red went #1 in the country. He's huge in rap. He can't be out here dropping a full-on diss track on some random street rapper from Atlanta, especially when you realize it's a random street rapper from Atlanta that is hopping on Playboi Carti type beats, which is like, you know, why would he diss someone who, I'm not saying he's a son or anything, but musically is very influenced by him and is just from like some gang he doesn't mess with. And okay, I guess it's like a gang we're talking about, so it's more violent than that, but you know what I mean. Benji, he must be having like the time of his life career wise, because until now he was kind of like, because he was on KTO, so that means that he was kind of cool and he was connected with people and co-signed by people, and people were looking at this guy, you know what I mean? And now he just got dissed by Playboi Carti. Oh my god, you know what I mean? Like people are gonna be looking at him for a while now, and this is gonna massively benefit his career. Even though he's not pulling crazy numbers, 100k for a rapper, those are peanuts, all right? Like it's good, especially for his scene, like Atlanta rap, that those are like big numbers. But in general, he's not even gonna touch like Homicide game for a long. And like I said earlier, that whole wave is kind of like burning out, so there isn't much like rubber on the tires left for that. You gotta stick with something new. But anyways, that's all I really have to say for this beef. You know, there isn't really much more to it. Maybe they should diss each other again, so YouTubers from the suburbs like myself can make a couple more YouTube videos on it. But anyways, see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching, you know. Bye.